Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man, giving you the truth. Now, I want to talk about parenting. I want to talk about what we need to be teaching our kids as parents. But before I do, I want to talk about something kind of off subject. If you look at my views on my videos, you'll see that a lot of my videos have the same number of views or close to it. And a lot of my videos, the number of views is low. Here's why. Because if you look at the stuff that I say on my videos, this is not the stuff that the enemies to the public want you to hear. See, when you're dealing with truth, you're going to get censored no matter what. And it's obvious that, yes, my subscribers are going up. And yes, I do get some comments and some views. But it's painfully obvious that I'm still being censored. It's obvious. Like, you look at my views, 7. Okay, so you trying to tell me that only 7 people, the same number, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if you notice, a lot of the videos that had the same amount of views, like 2 videos in a row, that's because the person that's censoring my view counts, they probably get tired. Because I make a lot of videos. So they say, okay, well, we'll just stop it at 8. And they're being unfair to you. They're being unfair because the people who say this stuff that's not going to make you stronger as a person, they let theirs go. Like prank videos, stuff like that. Messing with people. We don't need to laugh all the time. Anybody that laughs all the time, you can't take them serious. Not a smart person. A smart person is not going to take somebody serious that laugh all the time. That sounds deliberate. That's why I make sure you hitting the like button. Make sure you subscribing to the content. That's why people say that. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, because they know that's going to get them past the censorship and past the algorithm that's set up to go after people like me. But anyway, let's get back to this. We're talking about parenting. 10 things that a good, responsible parent will teach their kids to do and be. Number 1, stay connected to the Most High spiritually. Listen, if you teaching people, you could teach people what you want. But if you teaching people that there is no God and you're a parent, you're not being fair about it. You're not being fair about it. What you should be saying if you're choosing the atheist road is, my personal choice is. And let them explore and see for themselves. Number 2, never need people. You should be teaching your kids that. You should be teaching your kids that. Now, this is not to say you stay in a bad school where they messing with you, but you never need people. There's no way none of you kids should ever think to harm yourself because of the opinions and views of others. And that us as a parent, we should be instilling that in our kids. Because every kid is going to want friends, but rarely any kid is going to have friends. People are not being programmed to be friendly. They're being programmed to be unfriendly and to use each other to get what they want, so on and so forth. Number 3, we should be teaching them, love yourself, keep your self-esteem up high. See, no matter what people think about you or your kids, you should be teaching them this. Love yourself. Your kids shouldn't see you walking around all depressed. When stuff is bothering me, I got to get over it. You got to get over it. Because you teaching your kids to let stuff keep you down. You're going to fail in life. You're going to fail financially. You're going to fail in the other areas of life. But you got to get up. Everything ain't going to come to you. You not in with them peoples. If you're not with them peoples, in this earth currently, you're going to have failures. You have financial failure. You're going to lose stuff. But your kids got to see how you react. Like when I was in Texas, things was just going wrong out the gate. As far as us finding a place, this, that, and the other. But yet we were having birthday parties in hotel rooms. We were having fun in the midst of failure, in the midst of all types of trouble going on. You know what that taught my kids? And I watch my kids. I watch my sons, my daughters. It's like one time I had to tell one of my sons, sometimes you should care at least a little. Because they're going to watch how you handle your tribulations. And this is why, as men, we got to be the strongest. They should be watching us. Because women sometimes, they're going to get more emotional. We'll get emotional too. But we got to know how to control it. And this, you got to teach your kids this. Love yourself. Keep your self-esteem high. Next, number 4. Have a business-like approach to life. When a person starts a business, they don't start a business for that business to fail. They start that business for that business to make their life better. So you got to teach your kids to have a business-like approach to life where they making their life better. Where they dealing with people that make their life better. Where they going places, experiencing things that make their life better. Drugs, it's not going to make your life better. Fighting, shooting, being in a gang, all that stuff, it's not going to make your life better. You got to teach them to have a business-like approach to life. You think Jeff Bezos is going to become a vice lord or a Crip or blood or anything? No disrespect. I don't believe in disrespecting gang members. But I tell the truth, though. You think Bezos or Bill Gates they in their own little thing. But you think like the average businessman is going, I know what I want to do. I want to start smoking weed and join the gang. No. And this is why you got to teach your kid and you yourself. You used to be a thug. I did too. So what? And that's not something you should be teaching your kids. You want to teach your kids to be tough, which is something else I could have put on this list, while being a peaceful person. So, number 5, know how to spot friends and enemies. Know how to spot friends and enemies. You should know how, they should too. A friend is going to check up on you. A friend is going to try to get you up. Like, they'll get on your nerves sometime, but a real friend they're going to be there. You can confide in them. An enemy is going to try to take you backwards. Stealing, starting trouble. That's why I don't believe in that. I tell y'all all the time. I can't align myself with other blacks who are like the T word. TERRORIS, fill in the blank. These guys are killing babies. These guys are, like what happened yesterday. That was just unacceptable. That was just yet another incident that showed me that I judge people individually. And you're not going to get a free pass because we, quote unquote, belong to the same racial group. Oh, so let me get this straight. Because your skin is similar to mine, and because we're aligned with similar racial groups by other races, that should give you a free pass, even though you're nothing like me, even though you are going the opposite route in life. No, it's not. And watch anybody to try to get you to do that. That's a very, very well possible be an agent. Number 6, strive to be number 1. A little friendly competition, there's nothing wrong with it. Strive to be number one. Strive to be number one. What does this mean? This means if you go to school, finish, produce, complete, start stuff that'll benefit you. Teach your kids that and you do it. Number 7, add positivity to others. If I work with you on a job, let's say I'm new on a job, and I don't know the job, you're not helping me, you going home talking about me to your wife. That, and your kids see that. You know what they're going to do? They're going to go to school, and that's going to become the next bully. See, this stuff is happening in these jobs and in these schools because this list right here, people not doing it. All they doing is making babies, but they don't know how to be parents. So add positivity to others. I guarantee you, you won't see all this violence. If you put that in your kids, and then this is what, you know what's really sad? The people that's not going to do the things on this list, every time you look, they stomach out to here, they pregnant. Oh, ratchet. Always going to be ratchet. Having baby after baby. And the women that would be good mothers, either they can't have kids, they're too old to have kids, they won't have kids, or they don't have nobody to have kids with. But these ratchets, they sure find a way. And that's one of the reasons why the world, people wonder, why was it better in the 80s and 90s? That's why. In the 80s and 90s, people knew how to be parents more. Like, yeah, everybody wasn't good at it, but a lot of people were. You had grandparents raising these kids the right way. Number 8, exercise and eat right regularly. That says your kid's a bad example if you not like into physically fitness, if you're not active. If all you do is sit around, then the kid that watches you the most gonna try to be the same way. So not only is this something we should be doing, this is something we should be teaching our kids. To exercise and eat regularly. Eat right regularly. Number 9, to research things. Don't just believe stuff. We should be, they should be seeing us doing research. They should be seeing us not just taking what people say, but figuring out whether or not to keep what people say or throw it away. We got to teach our kids to do research. Our kids should know when they seeing a little subliminal commercial or something subliminal on cartoons. Like my kids, they always knew, like my sons, my daughter's getting like that too. My other daughter, she just rejects. Like she either accept or reject. So they both, all of them really know this thing and how to do it. And number 10, how to understand fun. Like if your kids start saying like I had like my daughter, I hate school and all that. We've been teaching her that school is necessary and that after you're done with your work, then you go have fun. Go play your video game, go play with your toys. That's what we're supposed to be teaching. This is why you have these teenagers, these young kids, skipping school because they don't understand that fun is supposed to come as part of the equation after you handle business. Look at the list. Number 4, business-like approach to life. You teach your kids these things and you practice them yourself because they should be seeing you being like this too. That's why you can't be no heroin addict just dozing off and stuff in front of your kids, grandkids. That's you sending them a bad example. If they have an impressionable mind, you making them think that it's okay to do those things. Parenting, we supposed to teach our kids how to live this life. There you have it. It's a whole lot more. We probably get into some more on a later date. YouTube, come on now. Don't censor this. If this is the truth, man. The channel is the No Matrix. No making babies, but not being there for them. You make a kid, thug life is over, buddy. And a responsible, mature adult, once you start making kids, thug life is over. I literally had to stop. I was telling my sons yesterday or the day before how some of my guys I used to deal with, when I had my oldest, I already knew I can't go around these dudes no more. Not because I don't want to, but I can't. Like, it just don't make sense. I'm putting myself in jeopardy where I can end up locked up or not being able to raise my son. You guys be literally putting street dudes who ain't gonna never do nothing in their life in front of your kids, and you gotta stop that. If you gonna do that, don't have no kids. Because you need to be practicing these things right here and then teach your kids these things. Thug life is over when you start making babies. At least it's supposed to be. Because you putting the next demon seed in the world. And these songs, they trying to make it like being a demon is like something positive. That's the deception. And there's people right now, right at this moment, being teased in hell by demons. And you teaching people like that's, man, look at my shirt. Like that's a good thing or something. It's not. It's not. And I ain't trying to be nasty, but if this is you, like if you gonna be teach your kids to be a low life, you gonna teach your kids you gonna teach them how to be the total opposite of this list, then when you get some sexually and you finna bust, please come on out of there and throw it wherever else you want to throw it. Because the responsible people trying to live decent lives do not need to be dealing with your messed up kids. Thanks for watching.